Oh, we're live right now.
Now we're live.
Yeah, we're alive.
We'll cut all this. We'll cut all this. We're alive, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our second try at the first episode of this untitled movie podcast. My name is Eric, and I have the pleasure of introducing my handsome co-hosts, Micah and Brian. For those listening, I'm sure the few of you already know us, but just for a quick background, the three of us went to college together at Elon University, Pearl Phoenix, where we all found a mutual love and admiration for movies, entertainment, and yelling at each other about these topics. And since we've graduated, moved away from one another, gotten real jobs, started paying taxes, we haven't been talking shop enough about movies. And so us being the mature adults, we decided to do the responsible thing and use the little disposable income we have to buy podcast equipment. Now, will anyone listen to our podcast? Who knows? This is a passion project for us, where we're just going to review movies as a group, talk about awards, upcoming releases, have some fun games and segments where we can rank or draft movies. We want to keep this as just a low-key yap session for us. So I've been talking a lot. Micah, we'll start with you. Is there anything else you'd like to say about what you're looking forward to doing with this podcast here?
I'm looking forward to hearing your takes. I'm correcting your wrong takes and being right all the time. How do you feel, Brian?
I'm excited to just have I live for the yap. That we all know that. No, it's gonna be a lot of fun. It's just we try to get on we text a lot about the movies. You get on a FaceTime every now and then, but I mean, I'm gonna see you guys in March. The last time I saw you guys was October. So I mean, we got to have a creative outlet for this kind of time.
Yeah.
And now we're gonna record it and say it into a microphone. Now it's
Put it out into the world for everyone else.
Hell yeah.
Time to spare our roommates and cats and dogs and girlfriends from, gotta have a yap outlet.
That's what I do with my roommate's cat. I just hold her and I tell her about it.
What did you think about Amelia Perez?
I still haven't seen that one, but we'll get into that.
But like I said, this is not our first time trying to do this. We've been tinkering with different recording software. So our first run through didn't work out so well. Maybe it's for the best. But just to give you guys an idea of what we'll be going through today, we want to start off each episode talking about what we've been watching this week, whether that's shows or movies. Then we want to cover everything or just a little bit of the content that we covered down on in our first episode. Then again, each episode, we want to pick a movie, the three of us to watch and talk about. So for this episode this week, I picked a movie. That movie's called Dream Scenario. So we'll get into that. And then we're going to talk some shop about the Oscar noms coming out in the latest buzz in the award season. And Brian's got some Oscar trivia for us to round out the night before Micah picks the new movie for next week's episode. But gents, I'll toss it over to you, I guess. We'll start with you, Brian. What movies or shows have you been watching? I know you were just a couple flights over to Europe here.
Oh yeah. Well, obviously Severance is a big whoop, but that could be a whole podcast in its own self to talk about Severance. So I'm not going to get into that. What I did watch, because I had heard was it sometime this week was the 19th anniversary of it, which is random. And God, did I love it! Final Destination 3 cinema. Dude, I remember liking it as a kid, like all those movies. Like I remember liking all the Final Destination growing up. 3, I remember like vividly, like one of my friends had on DVD from like one of his older brothers. It is just what every people are like, it's a fun horror movie. No, that's a fun horror movie. Like that shit was a blast. Oh my God. Like it's not scary, but it's stressful. Cause like I forget the director.
In that one, I can't differentiate.
What's that?
What are some of the kills?
Oh, okay. Okay, so to give you an example, because I don't really remember 4 and 5. The first one starts with the plane crash. Second one is the highway one with the logs. That's what everyone remembers. The third one starts with the roller coaster. Yeah. The third one also has the tanning booth, the tanning bed death.
Yeah.
That's the one where the guy gets absolutely killed gets killed in the gym. He's like lifting and the cable snaps and the weights squish him. That shit. No, it was just a blast. And you know what I always appreciate? When you have a movie that's a flat 90 minutes. That's awesome. I get a kick out of that. So yeah, I definitely am gonna go back and watch the other ones. They're making a new one, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. Did you see they put a clip from it? They showed like elaborate.
The tattoo artist was getting
elaborate as usual. Yeah,
it's not as I remember the first one, which I appreciate they dropped. I don't remember if they did the second one where there was actually sometimes you could see death.
Yeah, he was a guy.
Moving. Well, you saw the guy, but you also saw like the force sometimes pushing things over.
Like the wind's blowing and all of a sudden that causes the.
They kind of do that in this one. This one, everything takes it's a bit of a leap, but it's fun. It's like fun leaps. Like I enjoyed it. Like the tanning bed one, is crazy. They had that crazy transition.
The match
girls
cut.
getting burned
Yeah.
up. Yeah, and then the match cut. Yeah, the match cuts to the. It's great. I gave it 4 stars on Letterboxd. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
No, that was awesome.
Those
But yeah,
movies never really been in my like wheelhouse, but Micah and I are planning to go watch The Monkey tomorrow, and now I'm just starting to realize
that's kind of similar. I mean, that's kind of in the same vein, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same reason I kind of, I think people get a kick out of it. Like Monkey seems like that. Even like Mikey Flan's Fall of the House of Usher was kind of Final Destination esque. Like it's fun. It's like in a spooky kind of way. Like just you're watching. Like I gotta give. I think it's not James Wan, James Wong with a G. Or at least the director of the first and the third one. I give him credit because like the way he like they cut that it's edited the shots like make it well it makes it just very like stressful because like someone's in like a gym and they're cutting between every like thing rattling and everything like things getting loose and people like shaking things too much and it makes you like nervous even though you're in a situation where you shouldn't be. That's cool. I thought it was a good time. All right, I don't know who wants to go next, but that was what I watched.
Michael, what you got?
I watched Nickel Boys.
Yeah,
I was thinking of Sing Sing. Yeah, but Nickel Boys is in there, which is good. But yeah, I thought it was a little off-putting, the first-person stuff, a little bit. I had to get used to it, but I think everyone did a really good job. I don't know how they did some of the shots they did. Not really like a fun watch, more like a sad watch. But I thought it was like really impressive and ambitious to try and make a whole movie that way. And then there's a whole bunch of like found footage that they just keep editing in and stuff. Not like found footage, but like random scenes of stuff. Almost like are you hip to like those core videos where it's like it opens with a clip and then it's just like scenes of stuff to create like a vibe? Like the movie is like half like stuff that's happening and then half like vibe curation through clips, and I thought it was really good, really well done.
Yeah. I think I was that guy on some of the guys on TikTok that I follow about it. Like they gave it 5 stars. Like they were like that was like the best movie of the year. I've been meaning
I'm
to watch
excited
it.
to see it. It's still one of the 4 Best Picture noms I haven't seen yet. So
yeah, I gotta get on that.
We got a little less than 3 weeks until the Oscars, so we gotta get on my horse here.
Was it March 2nd?
I'm saying there.
March 2nd. Yeah, I might be at your house here soon, Micah.
Yes, sir.
But
it's gonna be some homework.
No, you guys cover good stuff. I'll pick a show here. It's not Severance. I'm sure. I know Mike has been watching it, but I just finished episode 3 of Invincible today. And man, that show sucks, guys. I know Brian was the one that first put me onto it way back.
I'm behind, bro. I fell off.
2021.
Yeah.
How far behind?
It's good. I mean, have you started this season?
No, I was watching season 2. I'm trying to remember if I finished season 2. I might have stopped at the mid-season.
Oh, brother.
I think I got annoyed when I was like, did I just wait 3 fucking years for this season after being first of the party, and then you're gonna mid-season cut me? I still enjoy it. I will watch it.
Got you?
Season 3. Wait, maybe I did finish season 1 too. I'd have to double check. Regardless, I am a fan, and you're telling me season 3 is a good start so far?
I'm enjoying it so far. Yeah. I mean, I haven't read the comics. I don't know if any of us have, but I don't understand the hate on the animation. If you're getting all these celebrity cameos on board for voice acting, then I don't mind the animation being a little bit comic booky, stop motion. So,
yeah.
But yeah, no, I definitely recommend getting on board with that. And Walton Goggins.
Yeah, he's dope.
Super underappreciated.
All right.
Basically, we covered a movie last week that Brian recommended to us, Roar, from 1984, I think. 81.
I think. Yeah, it was a while ago.
I mean, I don't know if you want to give a little review, Brian, but if you haven't watched that movie, it's the tagline for the set.
Oh God, it's something ridiculous. It was like the most. Find it. It's for 1981. The tagline is "No animals were harmed in the making of this film. 70 of the cast and crew members were." And Roar. The movie itself, you could watch it just to see like the chaos ensue. Mike, we don't have to go into too much detail because, like you said, that was from the Lost episode. It's just very apparent right off the rip that they had no control of anything going on the screen. It's really hard to tell what scenes and dialogue were written or planned by the stunt team or the writers, and ones that were just them like thwarting off animals.
It's the tigers, yeah.
It's 70. Like I think Micah said this last time we were going. There was like 70 seems low. It seems like they lowballed. It seems like it should be a lot higher than that.
It should be more
digits at least. Yeah.
Eric, much different movie you picked this week.
Yeah, I took it in a different direction.
First, I think we should start and say, like, did you like it? Did you not like it? I vote liked it.
Yeah, I enjoyed it a lot, actually. I'll give a little background on it just for everyone who hasn't seen Dream Scenario. But it's a 2023 dark comedy drama written and directed by Christopher Borgli. And the reason I picked this movie really was for Nicolas Cage. He's the main actor. He stars as a family man, very unextraordinary guy who gets thrust into the public eye when strangers all around the world start seeing Nick Cage in their dreams. So we just follow Cage and his family through dealing with this fame and what happens, especially when those dreams turn into nightmares. Like I said, I was tracking this movie in 2023 when it released. I didn't hear much about it afterwards other than Nick Cage got a Golden Globe nom that didn't win for it. Again, I picked this for Nick Cage. I don't think this movie works half as well if Nick Cage isn't the guy that everyone in the world is dreaming about, and is ultimately
so
his crash out. Yeah, his crash out is just any legendary Nick Cage.
Bro, I thought it looked like there were a couple scenes in this movie that were really hard to watch. Like, oh my god, like I actually like
including my favorite scene.
Is it
What's
when
that?
he's with the assistant?
Yes,
The sex
my
scene.
God.
Sex.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
He's
that was
so awkward.
hilarious.
He's so and like he's crashing out, but like it's like watching a car accident because he's just trying. And again, I understand why he's upset because it's not his fault, or is it? I don't know. They kind of imply, it, but you know, yeah. I'm just saying, like when you initially when he's like, I don't know why I'm not allowed to do all these things. Like everyone is afraid of him and hates him, and he's trying to be like that. But you know the classic, like don't go there, you're gonna make it worse. And he just
Dude,
keeps doing it.
Doubling down.
Dude, when he chopped that lady's fingers off on
Oh
accident.
my god, that was
Yeah.
crazy.
And
I thought he was great in the movie. I thought he was great in the movie, though. I thought he did a great
it
job.
was a ton of fun. And honestly, like some of my favorite parts outside of like the sex scenes were like the dream sequences themselves.
Yeah, they were
Like,
done really well.
And with that just like blank like serial killer face, and that one
Yeah.
where he comes in like even like the dream that leads to the sex dream with the assistant where she's just like, you're standing in the corner and you come towards me, and I hate that. I hate just someone standing in the corner watching you. There were some horror elements to this. I was
That
very
thing chasing them, when that one of the first dreams that like, was he skinned? Was he?
I don't know what's going on.
No, it was, and it looked. You know what? It was really. I'm not. So sure, some dingbat will probably be like, look, the A24 and the 4:3 aspect ratio, whatever aspect ratio it was. It wasn't. It was fine. Whatever. But I thought it looked really great. Like I thought it was visually really. It was really like like you said, everything looked great. I thought the visual effects for what limited to what they were great too. No, I really liked it, and it took a really weird turn.
Yeah.
Twice actually, I might add. Like when it started going,
I thought it was gonna be like one half with like the dreams and then the nightmares, but then it kind of went in a direction I completely didn't see.
Well, yeah, it was like it went like then it went to that whole like I don't call it meta. That's not the right word, but like like the whole like it cuts to an advertisement at one point. Which I did you look around and see some of the people like why was Noah Centineo, Amber Midthunder, Amber Midthunder, the star of Prey, which came out before this movie.
From The Substance. Right.
Oh, was she in there? The
That's
chick
right.
from Oh yeah, no, the girl who plays the assistant was in Smile too. Just saying.
Ah.
Oh, was she?
One of my
Okay.
favorite. Yeah, she was like the friend. But no, it was I don't know. It was just weird. Like there were some very unsettling movies. I watched this movie in broad daylight too because I didn't know it was like supposed to be like a horror kind of movie, so I didn't like get locked in. But it was creepy.
Even
Pretty
like
spooked,
the home
Brian.
invasion scene where I thought it was gonna be a dream, and then it was like he was legit standing in the
there's a
doorway
guy.
with like a knife. It's just a dude. I was pretty spooked. And then the Nick Cage like apology scene where he's like recording himself apologizing and all like the snot and everything's coming out of him, and it's just so disingenuous, and he like clearly isn't taking any what responsibility, but he's like, this is affecting me, and he's not even
Yeah, he's not thinking about anybody else.
yeah,
But I'm confused. I guess Micah, you feel like you'd probably get a better understanding. Like I was at first, I was like, well, he's not. Why is this happening? Why is he doing anything wrong? But like, is it? But when they were talking about like being able to do it, like wanting to be out there, is it?
So what I think is, they did say you have the ability to project. He's just like kind of unique in that way that he was kind of the first one to do it. He can project. So I think because of the dreams he was having and then where he was at in his life, like he has a pretty good life. He's got a good job. He's got the wife, the kids, all that stuff. But then he starts projecting dreams, like his daughter first, and he's just standing there. He's like passive and stuff. So I'm thinking like he feels passive because he's not getting his research published, and the closest he ever got, and then, but he's got this like ego with it, and he feels entitled, and that's why he goes to lunch with that lady and starts yelling at her about night. And then you're thinking like, oh, did she steal his research? No, he did like undergrad. He like wrote a paper on it or something.
Yeah, he hasn't written any of it down.
It's like nothing. So then like he's projecting that insecurity. He does get famous, and then he takes it to an extreme in his mind when he tries to hook up with the assistant. and then I think he starts projecting how bad he feels in everyone's head. That makes them
Yeah.
hate him because now he's projecting straight nightmares.
Well, yeah, that's a good point, right? Because he was so first it was all feeling so great, and then he biffed it. That was so
Mhm.
he biffed it with his
Oh,
sisters. Now
spectacularly.
so now he's upset, right? So
Yeah, now he's
negative.
upset. Yeah.
He's
And
angry
they stop when he finally like does something, right? Like he's been passive to your point the whole time, and when he finally like at the play like breaks in and hurts that woman's fingers, like that's when everyone stops dreaming about it because he like actually did something, whether it was still the bad move, right? Like
Yeah.
attacking a lady even on accident. And so the whole like I like that that themes of like being passive versus like taking action, and also just like gratitude, because by the end like he just wants to be back with his wife, which he had, and his children, which he all had at the beginning. Like dude had a nice house, he was a tenured professor, and then
Did you see
he lost all of it.
the end? Like, so in the movie, she was like, I wonder why I never see you in my dreams. She's like, well, I don't need to see you in my dreams. I've got the real you. And then the whole movie, she never sees him in a dream once. And at the end, that's like what he's trying desperately to do, is to like get in her mind.
Yeah.
So
that was good.
I don't,
I'm excited.
Sense of like sadness at the end too.
Yeah.
Like it's just a sad take.
Big sad.
Like being grateful for your life.
Yeah, so wait, this is the guy I was looking into because I couldn't remember why you picked this one, Eric. He's the one writing and directing the one that Pattinson and Zendaya were filming in Boston. Am I correct?
Right. Yeah.
Is it that one? Okay.
Christopher Borgli he's releasing a movie this year called The Drama, which is another romance comedy drama starring Robert Pattinson and Zendaya. And they're keeping a lot of details under wraps. There hasn't been a trailer, so people got pictures of them filming in Boston. So I'm very curious how this is going to turn out. Because I like the style.
I have the IMDb page open right now. Hang on, let me see. I don't think we have one right now. I'm sure you can find that somewhere.
Show me this guy's release.
Yo, Jamie, can you pull that up, please? No, I'm not sure. Yeah, no, but I remember they were filming it around. I was in, well, obviously I live in the Boston area, but they were all over Beacon Hill and stuff in the South End. So yeah, so it should be good. I liked what I saw from this guy. A weird ass movie, but it was good. I liked it.
Definitely layers to it. I'm sure there's deeper metaphors which we didn't even begin to scratch, but I like the script. I like. Obviously, Nick Cage is just going to be a good time at any times. I'll be curious to see what they do with Pattinson and Zendaya. Like, if this is going to be like because it was produced by, what is it, Ari Aster? Am I saying his name right? And that guy's like a psycho. So, yeah. Which like fits for this movie, but for like a romance, comedy, drama, I don't know where they're going with that. So.
I still haven't seen Beau is Afraid.
Me neither.
And this is like similar-ish. Like, take that scene where the guy breaks in the house.
Yeah.
Where like, well, honestly, the movie changes so much. Even watching it, I was like, oh, we're doing this thing where it's like, you know, it feels like the scene where the guy breaks in the house. Like, everyone's looking at him and he's like paranoid and stuff. And then he goes to a house and it kind of turns into, like, that's kind of its own thing where you still feel very uncomfortable. And you should watch it.
Okay, I'm in. I mean, I liked Ari Aster's first two feature films. And I'm not a huge fan of that short film that people talk about. I saw it.
Meet the Johnsons or whatever it is?
Or whatever that shit. Well, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, it was tough to watch. Gross. But no, this is a good one, Eric. I don't know if Micah, if you want to, do you want to say your pick for next week now, or should we wait till the end?
I'll say it now. My pick. So I was like, I wrote 3 down because I was torn.
How we're gonna choose?
No, I think I'm gonna do First Reformed.
First Reformed. Give us a little background on that, or no?
What's the story on First Reformed?
First Reform is Paul Schrader, starring Ethan Hawke, and it's about a minister in upstate New York that grapples with mounting despair brought on by tragedy, worldly concerns, and a tormented past. And it came out, I want to say 2017.
2017. I remember seeing this trailer, yeah.
I do love my boy Ethan Hawke here. Cedric the Entertainer. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool. All right, I'm in. I love it.
All right.
That's good stuff. We want to jump into what we covered down last week. Basically, for everyone listening, and we'll read these lists off for people listening and not watching. I'm assuming we'll put this on YouTube. We went through and listed our 10 favorite movies from last year. And basically what we're going to do here, we went very slowly through this, so we'll try and make this quick today. But we'll have each of us go through our list and, give some thoughts on where we went, and show some comparisons, some uniqueness between the three of us.
There's definitely a very different vibe now that the whole thing is revealed versus like the reveal.
We went line by line last week, which was fun.
All right. Number 10, I had The Substance, I think we all enjoyed that one. I think it's on everyone's list. Am I wrong? No, did not make Eric's.
I have not seen it. It's not on my list.
But yeah,
My number 10. My number 10. Go 10, which is my only horror movie on this list. Yeah. Was Alien Romulus, which banger.
Saw it in theaters. This is my theaters only list.
I know. I liked Wicked too. It was another. Number 9, I had Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. I think I'm the only one who had that. I think that movie kind of fell through the cracks by the end of the year. But I thought it was a good one this year.
Great VFX. I mean, it
certainly looked good.
Yeah,
it certainly did.
How many more are they signed up for?
Thank
Like
God she's
5
like
or
there's
6?
like 4 of them. There's like 3 or 4 of them. Oh, no,
They want to finish a trilogy and then do another trilogy.
Hey, listen, I'm here for it, bro. That I was like, what? The humans underground, satellites. The girl almost shot. That was crazy. I'm in.
That's good. My number 9, which I think I'm the only one with this as well, was Gladiator 2. Keep her going, Ridley Scott. You 90-year-old legend. Keep making them. I don't care.
My number 9 was Megalopolis.
I can't believe it.
Absolute blast in the theater experience. This is just fantastic.
It's still insane. I mean,
I know,
I'm glad.
That's a bummer, the old recording, Scott, because you guys were just talking about all the nonsense that happened during your.
Oh, we had
during
the
your
crazy
theater
Q&A beforehand with Spike Lee and who else was there? It was like Spike Lee, Francis Ford, and De Niro, and they were just, they were ranting. And we got in the movie. The movie's bat crazy, and then there's the audience interaction portion. Our guy missed his cue, so we just stood there like an idiot. It was just, Auntie, wow. It was awesome.
That was funny.
Yeah.
Mega lot. I heard that. I can't take credit for shit, but I heard that shit sucked Mega Cockalus.
Boo, Brian. Watch the movie.
Nailed it. Fine, I will eventually. My number 8, already been said. I had Alien Romulus. That was fun. I saw it in theaters with the lady. I don't listen. I don't know where it ranks exactly on my full Alien list. I haven't watched some of the other ones in a while. There's Prometheus, Covenant, the OG, but this was good. It's great. I think, like I said, if this one came out before the Ridley Scott sequels, because for some reason everyone got mad. It got reversed. When those Ridley Scott ones came out, nobody wanted that shit. We want regular classic Alien, and then they made Ridley Scott's enough time passed, and then they made what people wanted, and then everyone was like, "Why didn't you make a sequel to Covenant, you cowards?" So I'm like, all right, no, there's no winning, but I liked it.
I think it's taken the series in a good direction. So
yeah.
But for my number 8, something on Brian's list as well. I'm spoiling it, but it's Furiosa. I think this movie did not get enough appreciation. I'm a huge Mad Max Fury Road guy, and this movie is very different in a way. But Anya Taylor-Joy, Chris Hemsworth. What a performance! But this movie bangs. Just great action. Some of the best action of the year.
We don't deserve George Miller. They let Fury Road and Furiosa flop, especially Furiosa. Furiosa flopped hard.
Give me more.
We did our part. We saw it twice.
Wasteland. Yeah,
we saw it twice, and in theaters. I think we saw it twice.
I didn't.
We did.
I did my. Yeah. I'm doing my part.
Yeah.
Micah, what you got? Well, I can actually see it. I'm saying.
Yeah. Surprise! It's long legs.
Yeah, you guys have to let me know how that is.
Yeah, looking forward to Osgood Perkins going back inside his weird sick mind. But I like this. I like the feeling of dread. Another one of those movies where I'm like, why would you, just me like wanting fun with it. And just another one of those iconic Nick Cage performances where he's doing something only he could get away with.
Oh, yeah. Well, geez. Freaking, this is a section where Eric is just one thing behind me. I had Furiosa at 7. It was a way different action style. Well, there's a couple scenes I was like, it actually felt like a video game, but like in a good way. No, it was great. We already talked about it. Moving on. Eric, go ahead and jump the gun on my list.
Yeah. Number 7, the movie that got me to tear up next to the homies in the theater, The Wild Robot. I hope this wins Oscar for Best Animated Feature. That first flight scene, I couldn't hold it in. I had tears. I made me want to call my mom afterwards. But, just great animation. Looks beautiful.
Ducks. You were a duck, and I was a robot.
That was so good. No, I loved it. Honestly, I think I told you guys this last time, but I keep saying this. I cannot get out of my head. When I was in France, either right before it came out or right after, and it was all the posters were there. And I'm sure it translates to The Wild Robot in French, but it was Le Robot Sauvage. And I think that's just so funny. Because it was like, it's a savage robot. But I just thought, so every time I go Le Robot Sauvage. No, Wild Robot rocks. You'll be
just Lupita saying, I am a wild robot. I thought when I first saw the first trailer, not the teaser, the trailer, I thought it spoiled the whole movie and that it was going to be bad. But I ate my words.
We got him.
Beautiful.
Yep, there we go. That's what I like to hear. All right, Micah, what you got?
On to you,
All
Micah.
right. Speaking of being international, take a trip to Italy, to the Conclave. Conclave Hive, rise up, because
Conclave
it's
Hive.
coming. All right. Feel good movie of the year. Just a bunch of old dudes tripped out. The most devious vape rip you've ever seen in your life, and a twist that'll confuse your grandparents. It's really good. One of my favorites.
Yep. I like
Good
it. I have
stuff.
to see that one still. All right, my number 6 is you're gonna hear it on everyone's list at some point. If you like if you're a little gay and you love tennis, listen out to
All right.
it's a fantastic movie. The fact that it's 0 snubs, challengers is
Yeah.
crazy. Like the fact that it's zero Oscar noms is nuts. No, I make that joke because I'm on a plane watching this on the way home from France.
Just
And
around.
I watch it again on a proper screen before anyone calls me out on that. But I'm just saying, I'm watching it and I'm like, I just like, there's a bunch of old heads. And you've seen I think you saw people, I think it was on like TikTok or something, some guy watching, he's like an old guy trying to skip through the scene of the dudes making out, and that's just what reminded me of it. Like people just think the movie's like, it's fantastic. Like, I don't know what the Academy is smoking, but it's great. That's my 6.
My 6, Micah just covered down on it. It's Conclave. I mean, you already said Conclave Hive. With everything that's going on this award season, I won't mind at all if this movie goes in and sweeps up a lot of awards. Absolute banger. Micah touched on the drip. I feel like I need to get myself one of those robes and just a little bit of stolen valor, maybe for Halloween. But absolute banger. Mike, Brian needs to be
checked,
the next
by the way.
watch.
Yeah, I checked. By the way, I didn't have that costume anymore. I can't give it to you. I had that costume freshman year of college. All right, Mike, what you got?
My 6 has been discussed twice now, but I did really like Alien Romulus. One of the same old creatures, but you get to play around with it. I thought they were creative with it. One of those franchises where they do prioritize practicality and stuff, which I love.
Except for that AI guy's bullshit, but we'll let
that's
that one
age.
slide.
Yeah, of all the things, it's all practical except that guy.
Yeah.
Which
It's brutal.
They made a giant xenomorph puppet. Hey, phoned in on that crap, but yeah, no, I still like it too.
And it was cool seeing a new crop of young actors.
That was cool.
Hey,
especially
hey, Kaylee Spaney, give her a trilogy. I don't care.
That dude who plays I'm gonna blank on his name. The guy who plays the syndicate. What's the synthetic? I'm gonna pull his name. I don't want to be rude and not say his actual act. J. David Johnson.
Yes.
He was fantastic. Great.
When the movie started and they start picking on him, I'm like, oh my god, are they like?
I just feel like even in a world where these things don't exist, they're always so mean to synthetics and it never works out.
Yeah,
I think good rule of thumb: don't be mean to the AI. Like sometimes I say if I ever have to use it, I don't hate AI, but if I have to use ChatGPT, I make sure I go thanks, bro. Just in case. All right, my number 5 one is Capri Sun. It's a wild robot. Just because I don't want to dwell on that too much. We already know. That's dope. Moving on, Eric.
Yep. My number 5, a unique one with the list, is A Complete Unknown. Although I said that I want Conclave to have a Conclave sweep at the Oscars, I still hope Timmy gets his Oscar for this. I think great performance by Ed Norton, Monica Barbaro, but great screenplay. Got me into Bob Dylan. I didn't know anything about Bob Dylan going into it, so I'm glad it wasn't like what is it? Something to coffin, casket to coffin.
Coffin to cradle?
Isn't the other way around?
Cradle to coffin?
Cradle to coffin. There it is.
Coffin. Benjamin Button.
Cradle to coffin. That's what it is. This is just a specific part of Bob Dylan's life, and I think it did a good job of showing that and telling that story.
You know my opinion and feelings about biopics, but I'll give it a try. Fucking biopics.
All right. Speaking of coffin to cradle, Nosferatu.
You had to do it. Yo, Micah, we can just blink because my number 4 is Nosferatu, so we can just do a little Nosferatu section.
Do a little split.
Horny.
Yeah. All right, yeah.
Both of you.
No, dude, all about that nose for a tussie. Dude, since my roommates watch it, we've been doing the "you must bounce on it crazy" style. I will get. It's unintentionally hilarious. Like the part that cracks me every time is when Nicholas Holt's character Thomas cuts his finger. I think, be careful what you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is bad. I can't roll my R's for shit, but he's like, it is bad omen to travel when feeling ill. Like, I don't know. Everything about that shit. Big fan.
So
Robert
good.
Eggers. Robert Eggers rocks. All right. Eric, I see you got the next rendition of
speaking of horny. It's Challengers. It's been talked about. I regret the crew we took to watch this movie.
I know. That's hilarious.
It was Micah and I, and we we invited Megan and Bailey dropped out.
boy.
So it was Micah, me, and Megan. And somebody made a joke about Megan sitting in the middle, and that's just a bad joke. So I sat in the middle. No, I mean, it's great.
Oh my
Challenger
God, that's so
snub
fucking funny.
won't be forgiven. Keeping it
Oh my
rolling
God.
to you, Micah.
All right. Mine is The Substance.
That movie does real.
Another super practical movie. I thought the story was cool, and looks like a career best from Demi Moore and Margaret.
Yeah, I didn't see her first one.
I was going to, and he was like, "Oh, brother, look out for those last 20 minutes." And then I kept thinking, after scene, I was like, surely this is the last 20 minutes.
Nope.
But that doesn't make any sense. And then the last 20 minutes hit, and I was like, oh, yeah, his nomination is kind of a landmark, standing on the shoulders of some other great creature feature body horror greats before her. So shout out Progress.
Yeah. Speaking about transcendent horror, number 3, My Dark Horse, and honestly, probably one of my favorite movies of the year. Smile 2. If you don't know, if you know, then you know, and if you don't know, get to knowing. All right. I'm not playing about this shit anymore. Some people saw Smile 1, which I like, and it's good. Watch Smile 2. Watch a recap of Smile 1 if you really don't want to watch it, and then watch Smile 2, even though you should watch Smile 1. This movie rocks, and it's actually so well done on a technical level too. And Naomi Scott is absolutely killer in this movie. My favorite scenes are all the same when it deals with what happened with her accident back before. I won't go spoilers. This movie rocks. It's great. I cannot wait for Smile 3. I'll watch it if he keeps this kind of level. I'll watch as many as this dude Parker Finn will make. There we go. There's my minute. I'm done now.
Who is the main actress in that? Is it Naomi Scott?
Naomi Scott. She was so good in this movie. And Lemonade Mouth.
Yes.
People forget.
God, wow.
She was so good.
Very well-known music.
She does not look the same in any movie I've ever seen her in.
She really I feel like everyone who watches movies, and it seems to be pretty well liked, say the same thing where she was really good, because you got that movie where a lot of time spent on your face, a lot of time where she's got to carry the movie, because basically just her getting fucked with for an hour and a half or 2 hours, whatever it is. But yeah, no, great movie. I still can't believe you guys haven't watched it, man. I told you guys about this so long ago.
Yeah. All right, fine.
Yes.
It's
I'll watch Dee Dee.
We'll get it. We'll get there.
All right, Brian, I'll trade you tomorrow.
Oh.
I'll just be home.
Fine.
Maybe I'll get spooked at home alone.
Dude, Carly's gonna come over tomorrow and be like, "Guess what we're watching? The
Dee
Die.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys can cry on each
Speaking
other's
of,
arms.
that is my number 3 movie. Dee Dee, not being talked about enough. For one thing, we're getting a period piece about the early 2000s, a story we can all relate to, that transition from elementary school to middle school, trying to talk to girls. What is it? YouTubing how to kiss. Just trying to fit in where you feel like your friends are growing apart from you or growing up around you. And then, again, another story where I just left wanting to call my mom. The woman that plays the mother in this, looked her up, Joan Chen. I feel like completely underappreciated. This movie did not get enough love, but this is a movie that Mike and I were tracking when it came out, and it grabbed me by the heart, and I love it. It's something that I'll definitely rewatch again in the future.
All right, I'm excited to get on that.
Now it's my turn to talk about Challengers.
Yeah.
Oh boy, do I love tennis.
Yeah, I just want to see some good. We've actually quoted that sometimes. I want to see some good fucking tennis. Oh, sorry, Mike, I cut you off.
Which I loved, but I guess the takeaway is this is the guy that wrote this. His wife wrote Past Lives, and there's another throuple type movie that I think she's writing that's being produced.
Didn't
Do it again, I
Lives
guess.
already come out? Am I bugging?
Banger after banger.
Oh,
Yeah, Past Lives already came out. That was last year.
Yeah, I thought you were saying it was coming out later. I was confused. I said next year. I was like, what?
Oh no, she's got another one I think this year. Coming out
Oh, okay.
about a
I
throuple.
understand.
Yeah,
Got it.
they're heavily inspired. They're very inspired.
Love it.
So keep it up. I thought the soundtrack was great. I
Alright.
don't think anyone's mentioned that yet. Yeah, next.
Oh yeah, no, Trent. We didn't talk. Well, we did it last time. We talked about all this. Obviously, we neglected to mention Trent Reznor. No, zero nom again.
Zero nom.
Ooh.
Big boo.
Okay. Well, we'll finish out these last two just so we can move on to something else. My number 2 and Eric's number 2. Eric, if you want to, you can say it. Honora.
It's Honora.
Honora. Annie. That movie was great. I was excited to see it, but it still surpassed my expectations. I thought Mikey Madison was great. I thought it was funny. I thought it was sad. I thought it was done. Yeah. Big
It's
fan.
just-
I think a lot of people watch it.
It's like a familiar story. Like the first half is that Cinderella story, and you transition into something you don't feel like you've ever seen before. But I don't know. This is a movie that I gave it 5 stars. Like and it won the Critics' Choice Award for Best Pictures. Sneaky. Watch out for the Oscars. But I'm so in love with this movie.
Yeah,
I
huge
can use
weekend
them.
for Honora this weekend. We were like in the cabin, just
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Nora. No, I hope it
Yeah.
does. And Micah,
Two
you
is
got your number
Dee
two.
Dee. Yeah, I felt very similar to Eric, so I sat next to him and cried in the theater. Yeah, it's one of those like a little scary because like it's not quite when we grow up, but it's looking forward to what everyone in that movie does next, especially the main kid.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Isaac
Joan
Wang.
Chen killed it. Isaac Wang killed it. I know they've gotten like some regional recognition and some like indies recognition. Talented pair.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, we all have the
All right,
same
guys.
number one.
Dude.
It just is. I don't even think we need to
In
talk
part
about it
two.
that much.
Movie
We
of
don't
the
have to
year.
go into it. Movie of the year.
Next.
Like fucking, if you don't know that already, get knowing. I already said that before. I don't give a shit. All right, that was good. Get a little recap. Yeah.
Shorter than last
What's
time.
what? It was shorter than last time. What's next on the
So,
docket? What are we gonna get into?
Yeah.
Technical difficulties.
Yeah, we're live. So
Yeah,
jumping
we're
back
live.
in after our 2024 top 10 list.
If it got
kind of
recorded.
getting into the new, of which, yeah, we hope we got recorded. We jumped into a 2025 upcoming releases snake draft. So basically what that means is we went round by round and based on different themes, I guess you could say. So round one was movies that are in a series. Round two is movies based on intellectual property. Round three was original movies, original screenplays. And round four was just a free round. Anything goes. And so snake draft meant it started with Micah, went to Brian, went to me. Then I started round two, went back to Brian, went back to Micah. So it'll make sense as we go through. But Micah, you want to go ahead and kick us off with your first?
I want the record to show that I could have
gotta-
cheated. I could have cheated and went back and just deleted them and repicked my stuff, but I didn't because I didn't know that some of those were IPs.
It's been like 2 weeks since the draft. I don't remember. I would have to remember what you picked and what I picked because I was picking based off what was taken.
Well, you went first, Micah. So what did you
reveal it? Reveal
You
it.
know what? You know damn well what it is. You freaking absolute
Do I-
James Cameron.
Do I?
Yeah, you James Cameron.
Could it be Avatar, Fire and Ash?
Oh,
It
it
do
is.
be Avatar, Fire, and Ash. You know damn well what it was. So you picked
Are you
out one of
guys-
your
Are you
Are you
seeing Brian?
books. Another technical difficulties. Micah picked Avatar, Fire, and Ash because he just loves spectacle. Micah, why don't you tell us a little more about why this is your most anticipated for a series?
No other movie looks like this, and I love it.
Yours do.
That's
Oh,
why I don't know. Take me back to the world of Pandora. Everything I see coming out just gets me more excited.
do you think the new tribe they meet is like, they're not going to understand him at first, but then they will understand by the end? I think they might. Do you think the people are going to be the bad guys?
All right, bro.
I hope they do something different.
What's your problem? All right. Why are you going after my guy? This is great. It is a great pick.
I see you.
Some people
You know,
hate an adventure.
No, it's fun. I'm going to see it. I'm like.
Is it weird
Hopefully they mix-
Sigourney Weaver's playing like a 15-year-old version of herself?
Yes.
Maybe it's weird. All right, but
Jake Sully.
fine. She's blue.
She's blue. All
She's
right.
blue. It's fine. Well,
You know
we'll
my
kick it to
pick.
you, Bri. Yeah.
7,
what was the second
6,
overall pick in the series?
11, 5, 9, and 20 miles today. Boots is 28 years later. That trailer,
Yeah.
man.
Such a good trailer.
Slog. If your eyes drop, they will get. No, sorry. I was
No, Brad, please,
I was
keep going.
pissing Carly off in Iceland because we were hiking in Boots. I kept doing that. Men.
I will say, Brian, this is a little side point, but it's movie related. When you posted that story of you guys on the ice on a
Yeah.
glacier, and you put the Interstellar
It's
music
where they
with the
filmed
caption,
it.
there is a moment.
Wait.
The
Yeah.
whole weekend, Micah, Brian, and I are on the mountain, or Micah, Bailey, and I were on the mountain. We just
Yeah.
look at each other and be like, "There is a moment," and then just like, tap each other.
Yeah, Bailey messaged me on Instagram that was like great, like A1 caption. I'm like, oh, I'm glad I could
Yeah.
do that. But yeah, no, my pick is 28 years later. I loved the first one. I even loved the second one. Fun fact, people, they just announced, Alex Garland said they are not, 28 weeks later is canon, but not the ending. You know the ending where they get into Paris. They're saying no, it's just in the UK. That's all that's happening. But I guess they did count like they liked what they did over there with like the disease re-breaking out and stuff. They kept with that. But yeah, I think this looks so cool. Danny Boyle's back at the helm. The trailer is all time.
Yeah.
Boots.
I mean,
Boots.
Aaron Taylor Johnson, Ralph Fiennes. Great trailer.
Eric, that shot. I want to see the movie for that shot alone. I was running over there.
Yeah,
1 billion times better.
Yeah. That was a good one. I still need to watch 28 Days, so that's something.
You
that's
haven't
on
seen
the list.
28 Days Later? You want to go watch a movie? You ever wonder what a movie looks like if it was filmed on a flip phone? But like in a good.
Wasn't this filmed on an iPhone? 28 years?
No, but well, they filmed it on digital cameras, like from 2003 or whatever it was. So it has a certain quality that
Or a
I
lack
like.
thereof.
The act thereof,
Yeah.
but I like it. It does give it a real like. They did it for budget reasons, for the fact they could shoot in London on like a dime, and because when they actually was happening, it literally feels like someone's like running with like you're in there. But all right, we can talk about something else now. Eric, what was yours? Do you remember? You want to just
My
reveal it?
series movie. I'm so excited
Oh, yeah, I
for
can
this.
see what
I
it
hope
is.
you guys saw the Super Bowl TV spot. It's Mission Impossible: Final Reckoning. Potentially Tom Cruise's last go. Does anyone even believe that this is his last go at the Mission Impossible franchise? I don't know.
I'd like it to be.
Either
Though.
way.
As much.
That's
No,
a crazy thing to say, Brian.
no. I just meant like I would love to see him do like I think they're great and they're obviously such great. But like I mean like I think if they have something to be you call it the final reckoning. You don't want to Fast
Yeah.
and Furious yourself.
Oh, true.
That's a good point.
But no, I mean, but I
it's
guess-
just-
Well, I say that until he's like hanging off a rocket ship or something.
If it's McQuarrie or some director like McQuarrie or Brad Bird, you know, like so, if it's a director and Tom Cruise and they want to keep making like these kind of level of Mission Impossibles, I say sure. But if if 10 years passes and they do like a Jason Bourne situation or a Dial of Destiny situation, you know what I mean? Like I don't need to see that shit. You feel me? But no, yeah. If they want to keep doing what they've been doing for the last 4 movies, I'm here for it.
Yeah. And I mean, I feel like every week between that TV spot, which when the aspect ratio changed in that TV spot, I almost started crying. But every week something new comes out about how Tom Cruise tried to kill himself to make this movie. Like the whole like him underwater breathing his own body's carbon dioxide.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So
You don't even know.
I'm all
about it.
for it. See it in IMAX. See it in IMAX 2-3 times. Don't let it fail or not fail, but flop like Dead Reckoning did.
Yeah,
Because-
but that's the thing. Like Dead Reckoning was an odd. Didn't they come out on a weird weekend? I think I remember coming
It
out.
came
like,
out
around-
against like the week before Byron.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Everyone said like it was at Paramount or Universal. They were like, "What do
They're
you
like,
like? Why?"
move.
They're like, "Why would you do that?" And they're like, "No, it's gonna be fine." I'm like, I don't think this movie flopped because people are bad. It's like you literally released it before one of the most anticipated movie weekends ever. Like it's hard.
Yeah.
All right,
that's a good point.
Micah, or is it me? Do I go?
Oh wait, no, it's me.
No.
It's me.
Yeah,
Snake.
Because we did the snakes. So
Yeah.
for my round 2 IP, I went to Bong Joon-ho's Mickey 17. This is the first film Bong Joon-ho has released since Parasite, which swept back in, what was that, 2019, 18?
Hell yeah, great movie.
And I mean, Robert Pattinson, Steven Yeun, Naomi Aki, Tony Collette, Mark Ruffalo. Sign me up. This comes out on my birthday. I'm so ready. It's
Yeah.
looked great. It's supposed to be. It was originally supposed to be released in like January, so we're already behind. I need it now.
Yeah.
Brian, I'll give you a hint.
Wait, hang on, like, no, I got it. Oh yeah, I got it now. I think I forgot that some of the things that you guys wrote, like, was like Edgar Rice new one that they were IPs. So I went with James Gunn's Superman. I'm
that's
excited
right.
for it. I'm not like some DC or Marvel like I'm moderately excited for Thunderbolts and some stuff
Mhm.
coming out and Fantastic Four. But like Superman, like there's a whole new look at it. I'm excited. The trailer looked cool. I mean, like and if it sucks, then I'll move on. But I'm excited to see that.
It's okay to like things, man.
I might love to hate, but I like to like things more. People forget.
Yeah, it's fine.
All right, Micah, what do you got?
I've got The Running Man coming
Yes.
out of. We got starring Glenn Powell from Edgar Wright.
Yeah.
So this should be
Oh, yes.
interesting.
Hell yeah.
And the
Please
last
make
one was in
you know.
87 with Schwarzenegger. So
I want to say yeah.
that was the original ones. No, this is great take.
Yeah.
You got anything else?
It's based on a book too.
Yeah, and last time Edgar Wright directed and co-wrote was with this guy Michael Bacall, who did this. Last time they worked together was on Scott Pilgrim versus the World. So
That's exciting.
definitely a good follow up now for them to reunite.
Yeah, absolutely. Micah, you're up again.
All right. I think I chose No Other Choice. Korean movie.
You did choose no other choice.
Yeah, hold on.
Good man.
I want to I want to pronounce this guy's. Yeah. Um, After being employed, this man decides to get a new job and kill the other interviewees. This is coming out of Park Chan Wook. Pretty excited.
Very cool. I'm into that.
Tracking that at all. That's a crazy.
I kind of want to redo this because, like, I was sending what's his name? Wes Anderson has a movie coming out soon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. I also
mean-
know if I almost don't know if this whole thing works going second round. Going again. Like some of these trailers are released now. I'm gonna have to cut it. We'll see. We'll just record it. We'll see what happens. Mine, Eric, I did not watch the trailer under your guidance. I've been avoiding it like the plague because you know what it
Good.
is. It is Sinners, starring Michael B. Jordan. And Eric, as soon as this thing came out, I got all excited. And Eric's like, Brian, don't watch the newest trailer. And I
No,
didn't.
they showed way too much.
Is
and
it
I'm not
way
gonna
too
talk
much, you
about
think?
it. It's way too much, and it
Like,
really
because I have no idea what's. I know there's vampires. I know
Yeah,
Haley Steinfeld is
and
one, which is
it's
annoying.
Michael
Now
B.
I know
Jordan
that.
playing twins, but I'm like, we all knew that, and the first trailer showed all that, and that's fine. This second trailer showed me basically the whole movie, and I hate that because Coogler
Yeah.
does not deserve that. He did not.
Well, I
deserve
heard
that
like
whatsoever.
now I feel like I'm gonna know like some of the. I thought like part of the charm would have been. Don't tell me. I didn't see it. Like I know Haley Steinfeld is a vampire or whatever they are, and I'm a little annoyed about that. Like I was kind of like I thought even if that wasn't an obvious reveal, I don't know. It just like seems like they're revealing who's is one of the twins already revealed to be a vampire in the trailer.
Don't ask that question.
Okay, all right.
You want an answer?
No, I
Dummy?
don't. Don't tell me, dummy. Fuck you.
You want? Hey, man, spoil the movie. Question.
I don't know. Fine. All right. I'll let it go. Eric, give me
Yes or
your,
no
give me your,
answer.
Eric,
Ruin
give
the
me your,
movie.
give me your,
What
give
is
me
it,
your next
original?
one. That fucking.
Oh yeah, Timothy Hive. It's Marty Supreme. This is
Marty
Timmy's
Supreme.
Marty Supreme. This is his
Did you have an
third.
accent like that?
No, I don't know.
No, he's from New York. He's playing
Marty
a
Supreme.
ping pong guy. But this is his third year in a row he's releasing a Christmas movie, so he might be a holiday merchant at this point. But it's the largest budget for an A24 movie ever. I'm excited. He can't miss. So, I mean, get me into ping pong. It's fine. I like challengers. Let's see it on a smaller scale.
Hell yeah, love it.
Our last one, the free round. I went with F1. This movie is just basically gonna be Top Gun Maverick again. It's the same director, writer, cinematographer, Hans Zimmer on the score, with a bigger budget. It's
That Super Bowl spot was nuts. Didn't
I'm
really tell you
so
much.
excited. The cinematography looks insane because they shot on location. Like that's all real. Like
who's
I'm
the
not
guy-
a huge
who's the
F1
guy-
guy. Go ahead.
No, me neither. No, who's the guy that? Oh God, I'm gonna the star of Snowfall. He's in it too. Damson Idris. Is it Damson?
Damson
Damson?
Idris.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's great. I love that.
I mean, Brad Pitt as the old guy trying to teach the young guy, Damson Idris, and then you toss in Javier Bardem.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I mean, sign me up. This movie's gonna be like a blockbuster summer. I remember how I felt coming out of Top Gun Maverick, and if this is anything like it, I'll feel amazing.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Also, by the way, I'd like to point out now I would probably take Sinners off of my list because I'm like, now it seems like the hype has died down. But you know what didn't get off is my pick for the last one, Jurassic World Rebirth.
Yeah,
Aaron
Right.
Edward.
talk about a trailer.
Brian, your picks.
My picks are all over the fucking map, bro. That shit. I would absolutely redo this list. I would keep maybe two of them. It's not great. Whatever, man. You know how many things came out between here when we did this the first time and now? That's not
when did we
fair.
film this in like
This is
January,
we're supposed to
16,
probably
like almost
yeah,
a
it's
month
like
Yeah.
3
ago.
weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but Jurassic World Rebirth, there's a good chance it sucks still, but like whatever. I'm ready to get hurt again. Hell yeah.
That's the world I love, Brian.
It's a world I love. Dominion was so bad, but like Rebirth looks good, and that's all I need to hear for now. It looks.
If this
it
is
looks,
another like trilogy, the first in the trilogy is always the best. So
no,
Word.
yeah, I mean, yeah, it would
take
show.
it. Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
it only works the first time, and you
Yeah.
start asking, why would you go back?
Well, because your raptors are there, and there's another island. There's always another fucking island.
Mhm.
Is this another? No, I think this one's the same, but it's just like, wait, which island is this? You know, we
I thought they
we can
blew up
do
the
a
main
whole.
island.
The one from
Yeah.
Uno.
It's the one from
Ilsa-
Nublar.
Not Elsa
Serena.
Faust.
He's
No,
like,
something-
no, there's you know, we can go into a whole like Jurassic Park. We can have a Jurassic Park episode on
Jurassic
Micah,
Pod?
Jurassic Pod. That definitely has to exist. All right, what do you got for this last one, Micah?
Mine is Honey Don't from
Oh,
Ethan
Jesus.
Cohen.
Sorry, guys. That's right. The other Cohen brother, or
Yeah,
other
he's
Coen brother.
kind of come out now that they're split. He's clearly the silly Cohen, and then there's the Joel is like the serious Cohen.
Yeah.
This guy loves Margaret Qualley, and God knows, just being fun, goofy. Hasn't always worked out, but I'm excited for the cast. It's got like Margaret Qualley, Chris Evans, Aubrey Plaza, Charlie Day. Yeah, looking forward
Isn't
to
it
it.
funny? Isn't it funny that like I feel like presuming like what this movie ends up being sillier with the Coen brothers and their how great their run was. It's now starting to become obvious which movies, whether it was Joel or Ethan, was a little more like No Country for Old Men. That's Joel.
Yeah,
No, Brother, Where Art Thou, and like Burn After Reading. That seems more
Ballad of
Ethan.
Buster.
Ballad of
Yeah.
Buster. That's Ethan.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Fargo. That feels a little more Joel.
that's
Like
even.
oh,
'Cause
yeah,
that's a
one-
funny movie.
that one's
funny.
you're right. That's that one's a little more of a split. I'm trying to think of another like super serious. Oh, True Grit.
Oh yeah,
Ain't nothing
that's
funny. Ain't nothing
Joel.
funny in that fucking except for
Nothing
Jeff
special
Bridges.
about
All right. Well, that was fun. What should we do next, guys? All right. Are you guys ready for your quiz?
Wave.
Okay. Now, this doesn't matter for you guys as much, but the way this list is set up is the movie. So like kind of like the Super Bowl. If sometimes when you Google things, so don't cheat, don't Google. You could say Best Picture winner. If you Googled Best Picture winner 1995, it might tell you it might say Forrest Gump because you know what I mean. It's the year the movie was movie. Yeah, it's like the 2024 Oscar winner won the Oscar in 2025. You feel me? Does it make sense? It's like that. So this is like obviously the Oscars. This is the movie that won the Best Picture of 2023. It's the most recent one. That was the last one that won, and so on and so forth. I'm not going to give you guys like strikes or anything just because it's going to be hard. I just need you to say the year you want and the movie you want to do it. You can work as a team. Do not like don't just start throwing titles like crazy. Be like 1997 this. I will give you hints and stuff if you guys are circling the drain a little bit or circling things.
good.
So take
All
your first stab, fellas. Go nuts.
Micah, should we just work backwards here?
Absolutely.
All
That's what I
right.
was thinking. Well, actually, we should know the winner for 1997. Pretty big deal,
I
I
mean,
think.
well, Eric was born in 1998, loser.
Yep.
Yeah, baby.
But do you know
Yeah.
the winner for 1997? That's
yeah,
a big one.
you got it 97, baby.
Is it
All
not
right.
Titanic?
It is Titanic.
Yeah.
Good
Bang.
job.
Bang.
It's
All right.
Titanic. Bang.
Now let's go back to 2023.
Yeah, you want 2023. You guys should be able to get the couple at least of these ones. You start knocking them out.
Let's go. 23. Oppenheimer. Give it
That is
to me.
correct. Ding,
22. Everything Everywhere All at Once.
ding. You got it.
21.
I'm sure some Excel experts gonna be watching me do this and be like, there was a much easier way to do this," and I'm like,
Control 1, 2, 5.
Shut up. I don't give a
11.
shit. How about you mind your business, nerd? All right. All right, 2021. You got the 2 years that are a little bit like the off years. For not off.
2020 is Nomadland.
That is correct, Micah.
When was the Green Book? Was that 19 or 20?
29. No, because Parasite was
19.
2019.
2019 was Parasite. Good job.
So I think
Okay.
Green Book was 2018.
You are correct. It was.
Okay. What the hell
21 was
20?
Coda.
It
You're
was
right.
Coda.
Oh my
Good
god.
work.
Those 2 years I did not track at all. All right.
Yeah.
Before Green Book.
I should have honestly just blacked out all these ones before, and maybe I'll quiz you. You guys are not going to get these old ones, though. You'll never get. I feel like that would be really hard.
Before
So let's
Green
go with
Book,
these ones.
was that Moonlight? Or was that
Nope.
2016?
That's 16.
That was
20?
2016. You guys did guess 2016. That was Moonlight. So yeah, you got that one.
It was 17 then.
Sophomore year of college, in case you're wondering, back when we were all together.
Yeah.
This was a win. I don't remember us being big fans of this. I remember some of our friends really not liking this, thinking we were stupid. Because you and I think some of us were trying to be like, we're defending it a little bit.
The Shape of Water.
Yep.
I
Guillermo
was
del-
Shape of
Guillermo
Water. It's the
del
fish
Toro.
movie.
She
Fish
does fuck the
fucker.
fish. Yeah.
Good job. All right, good start. Good start. Now,
Yeah, there
obviously,
we
the
go.
70s and 80s would have been way harder, but I feel like for time's sake, this is better just to do this. I'll find some other quizzes for you guys
Okay.
later.
Do you have any years? Do you feel confident, Eric?
Feel like, is Lincoln not one of those in the early 2010s? Is it like 11?
It is not.
Oh. Was 20... When was the King's Speech? Because I know that one.
Oh, that might have been 15.
Was that 2011? The King's
Who
Speech?
knows?
No. It was neither of those years. I
Give us
gotta,
a
I gotta
hint
make it
here
a
on
little. I gotta make it a little
2015.
difficult. 15. Do you want me to? Okay, you know what I'll do for a hint? If it's you guys want a year hint, I'll name you a nominee that didn't win. Maybe I don't
Okay.
know. Or do you want like a star of the movie? What would you like for a hint?
If we
Mark-
get it wrong again. Oh, Mark.
Mark Ruffalo.
Spotlight.
Yeah, there it is. That was too easy, man. All right, good to
Spotlight.
know going forward. Good to
Okay.
know that going forward that was too easy, man. It was Spotlight. The King's Speech is on this list, but it is not
I
in
know.
2011 or now not 2015.
Was it 2010?
It was 2010. Big.
Ah,
Wait till I tell you
Wow.
the movie. Do you know the movies that one beat?
yeah.
Including
Yeah,
the
that
Social
was crazy.
Network. The Social Network, 127
Yeah,
hours.
wow.
I think it was True Grit. Toy Story 3. It beat a lot of like
Crazy.
people. I think it beat Inception too. It beat a lot of good
I know
movies.
there's no more Nolan.
Well, that much we do know. There's only
that
3
much
Nolan
we do.
nominees ever, and there are you already cleared. Well, you haven't actually got one of the. Oh no, you did
So
all the
the
years that they won.
Departed won.
It did win.
2005.
Oh, shit, let me double check. Let me see. No, incorrect. So close, Micah. Now you can just guess. I mean, you can.
6.
Is it 6?
Yeah, I'm not gonna tell you so close unless you're like 1 year off. All right,
All
yeah,
right,
you guys,
okay.
2006.
Those years so turned around.
Yeah, it was 2006. I'm not gonna tell you so close, so you can just start being like 2008, 2009. But like, if you're 1 off, oh jeez, I just hit my mic.
2000 was Chicago.
That is incorrect.
2001 was Chicago.
Indeed, it was not. But Chicago is in there. You're in the right. You're in the right era.
Oh,
We got
It is. Yeah, it's 2002. I
Ah.
got spitballing too much.
yeah.
But I mean, if we wanted to make it really hard, I would have made you like go in order and like stick on a year at any given time.
Yeah.
Like, yes, and I would have given you strikes. But for the sake of that, you did. Yeah, Chicago did win in 2002.
Clint Eastwood movie about the female $1 Million Baby. What year did that win?
I feel like that was 2004.
It's on the list. That is correct.
Bang.
Good job, Eric.
2004 $1 Million Bebe.
Oh,
Did the Hurt
Um,
Locker win?
the Indian movie. The Hurt Locker did win.
Yeah.
Is that 2000? Hurt
I
Locker?
feel like it was a little later.
No, later. Sorry, we were.
I should probably zoom in this a little bit. I don't know if people are looking.
Well, it couldn't have been before 9/11.
Yeah. Yeah.
$1 Million Baby. That's a bummer movie. Yeah.
I feel like
Uh,
the Hurt Locker was like
What was what about the He Wins Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? The Indian movie, Slumdog Millionaire.
Slumdog
that one, right?
Millionaire.
I'm
Is
gonna
that
stop
right
telling you
after-
guys whether they're on the list or stuff. If you know they're on the list or not, I'm just gonna tell you.
Slumdog
when
Millionaire, was that right after $1 Million Baby?
That is incorrect.
No, was that 2008?
Yes.
Nice.
Slumdog
nice.
Millionaire was 2008. There's a couple movies. There are 2 movies on this list that are considered like 2 of the biggest that you haven't got snubs of all time. Like snubs. There's 2 of them.
What do you mean?
Crash is
snubs?
on here.
Mm-hmm.
Like they
Not
should
a
have won.
Like
Is that 2000?
No,
It's
sorry, I
Crash.
was scratching my foot. Like I'm sure people watching like, why am I doing that? I'm scratching my foot.
The Hurt Locker 2007. Nah.
Hurt Locker 2012.
What did you do?
Anyway,
you can pick a-
Crash is 99.
That is incorrect, Micah. You can pick a year, and I can give you a hint about one of them. You can pick a year, but I'm not just gonna start throwing out hints.
Wait, did he win Best Picture? Yeah, did Argo win?
It did.
Yeah.
Oh,
Was that 2012?
Yes, it was. Well,
the silent film one. That was 20 something. What was that called?
I don't know.
The,
I don't know
The
what it is.
artist
The
one.
artist.
2013.
Boo you,
Wow,
Brian.
you guys are doing pretty well. I don't want to give it away. I mean, you can ask it. Like, I feel like you guys are doing pretty
The
well.
artist was 2014.
You picked up a lot. No, you picked up a lot of steam quick, and now I tried to slow you down.
Was the artist 2009? Not to just keep shouting out.
No. I'll tell you what. Why don't you ask for why don't you
Give us a
for hint on one of
2014
these?
hint.
2014 hints. All right. This I don't think he won. This is a director's debut. Very big deal. He made another movie not too many years later. That was another big deal. Didn't win Best Picture though. And then I don't think we've seen much from him since. It's unique for sure. Star-studded cast. It pulled in a lot of awards. I feel like that's a good hint so far. I'm trying to think what else I
Eric,
can give you. What's that?
One of your favorite trilogies won Best Picture. What year for Return of the King?
Oh, Return of the King. Was that 2001? Was that 2003?
Yes. I'm gonna stop that. I'm gonna let you shoot
Also-
around that one because that was ridiculous.
Also, was
Sorry.
Good Will Hunting 99?
It was not. I believe that was a little earlier. I don't remember. I think it might have been. I think it was nominated.
Did he get nominated? I thought it won an Oscar.
It did not win Best Picture. I'll give you a hint right there.
I didn't win Best
Yeah, I've seen. Let me think of this. I've seen every movie remaining on this list except for like 2 of them because I didn't want to.
Because of 2011's The Artist, you did
Yeah.
watch.
That is correct,
Okay.
Micah. That is correct. There it is. Good.
This
Good.
is gonna be one of those
Star-studded
years.
cast that they have been
2014.
star-studded cast in 2014. Would you rewatch the 2014 movie, Brian?
I'd rewatch his other movie. I've rewatched his other movie way more. I would. I remember liking it.
Okay, wait. So there was, you got to start thinking of, there were a couple. Oh, never mind. Sorry, I'm thinking too much to myself in my head.
Let's see. There's a couple like, let me think here. There's a couple big movies. Like I think of 2 of these off the top of my head is like these are movies. Like these are movies that people talk about to this day. In fact, there's a movie on here connected. There's 2 of the movies on this list we have been mentioned by name in the last 2 hours. There's your hint.
Oh, the Coen brothers.
That's one.
Twice?
No, just one of them. But
Just
which
one of them? So it's not Fargo. So it's got to be No Country for Old Men.
Oh, yeah.
But what
What
year?
year?
2005.
2005.
Wrong.
7, sorry.
Yeah, it's 7. It's 7. It's 7.
It's okay. That's okay. You guys can do that shit now.
It's 7. It's 7.
Yeah, there it is.
That's a great one. It's a good call.
You also still have you named a movie that was correct, but you haven't figured out what year it is yet. You were just throwing the wrong years around.
Is Crash 2005?
It is. Good job.
Nice.
Crash is 2005. Ding.
I feel like the Hurt Locker's still in here somewhere, but we might be wrong.
It is.
It is. It is. I'm gonna hit there because you guys mentioned it like 8
2013.
times. Wrong.
Was it 14?
No.
Oh,
It's 9.
fucking
It beat
9,
Avatar. It beat Avatar. There you go. That was gonna be my
Yeah,
hint.
9.
Yeah, there you go. There it is. There's
One day I'll be saying Avatar on this list.
Oh man, there it
13
is.
and 14, man.
I'm surprised you guys just ditched this era here.
We were babies.
Russell Crowe is in 2 of them.
Gladiator.
Which
Gladiators 2000.
That's the.
Yep.
Gladiators 2000.
Yep. Right, you are. That's why I said it was mentioned earlier because you guys talked about Gladiator too.
What was
Did
the
the
other
Mel
Russell
Gibson
Crowe
movie win Best Picture in this time?
You thinking Braveheart?
No, Mel Gibson's back here. You back there.
Okay,
yeah.
I see Braveheart.
Yeah. There's. I mean, all these movies left. There's only
Isn't it
one that I would
Beautiful
be.
Mind
Was
win
it?
in 2001?
It did, Eric. Good job.
Yeah.
There's the other Russell Crowe one.
Okay.
I said I misspelled a. Hang on, I gotta fix that. A beautiful mind.
Full. All right, we got 4 left. We can do this.
Ben Affleck and his.
I said Good Will Hunting. I don't think it won though. Brian said no.
I think Goodwill. I don't remember if Goodwill Hunting got nominated or not for one, but it definitely didn't win.
I think it got a screenplay or.
It definitely won a.
It won an Oscar.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
Micah
I thought
broke
that
his
was for
mic.
director.
My whole setup.
Micah just dropped his. I just heard the clutter.
Keep it in.
Let's see.
Keep it in.
Keep it in. Keep it. Michael. Goodwill Hunting was nominated. It was the same. It must have been the same year as. Okay. It did not win, but it was nominated, and this was one of the controversial years.
Driving Miss Daisy. Oh, it's already on there.
98. Also, how are we just missing 2013 and 14? Why is that also a dead year in my dead years?
I think we had.
We
was it
might
high
need a
school?
hint. Yeah, it was high school.
Right.
All right.
It was like
But it
freshman
was-
and sophomore year.
What's the hint you need? Hang on. So
Oh no, this was like
What was the
junior, sophomore and junior year. Give us something for 14.
2014 again. I'm gonna say this one.
We did this. We did this.
You want a different
already.
hint? You want
Do
no?
it for
Well, I'll give you another.
13.
Hint. I'm not gonna tell you the star for 2014, but I know Emma Stone is in it. Ed Norton is in it.
Oh, Birdman.
There it is. Bingo.
Oh,
That's right.
Birdman or the
Birdman.
unexpected
I was-
virtue of. So when I was saying the Revenant.
the Three Amigos, and they just kept winning Best Director. And so what was that? Was that Alfonso Cuarón did Birdman?
No, it's Alejandro Iñárritu.
Okay, that's the other amigo.
But yeah, so that was the one that beat. The Revenant was his second one. That's what I was talking about. I watched the other
Well,
one.
that's Alfonso.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, that's Alejandro Iñárritu. Alfonso did.
Like a hint for 13.
Yeah.
Can't name. I'm trying to think. For example, real tough watch.
This
12 Years a Slave.
Stars.
That's so
There it
terrible.
is.
It's one of my favorites.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
I was gonna name.
That was kind of what I was gearing for with 14 when I asked if would you watch it again. but I had it completely wrong.
I almost said, damn, what the fuck? This is so annoying here. Trying to find out my
So
okay.
98 and 99, Nick. We got it. We burned through this kind of.
98. I'll give you. Do you want another hint?
Yeah.
8. The movie that won notoriously beat a certain movie, and it was a big freaking deal. Like it was a lot of people talking about it was a campaign. A lot of money was funded. A lot of people were pissed off. I will not say what movie it beat unless you want me to, but that's what it beat, and it was a big fucking deal. Because I've seen the movie. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. It's definitely not better than this other movie.
Yeah, that.
It beat Saving Private Ryan. There's your hint. Doesn't ring a bell.
I
think Gwyneth Paltrow is one of the stars. I think it's Ralph Fiennes' brother, Joseph. Is his brother? I assume so. No, wow, damn, they nothing.
I'm all turned around.
All right, I'm
Zero
gonna wait.
cultural impact.
No, okay, 99. This one is the same director who did Skyfall and Spectre.
And
1917. Sam Mendes directed 1999's winner. It is not an action movie. It's a good one.
Yeah, what?
Oh, is this The Pianist?
No, is that Polanski?
What on earth
Oh.
did Sam
Or is
Mendes
this-
direct?
Kevin Spacey.
Usual Suspects?
Mike just watched this with Nate.
It's a good one.
Usual Suspect.
No,
No.
that's Brian. That's Brian Singer. No.
No.
Damn, are we giving up, fellas?
Oh wait, is
The
this
last
seven?
dude. What?
No, it's not
That's
seven.
7.
No, that's David Fincher, bro, and that's earlier. I
Yeah,
think.
you're right. You're right.
No, you guys giving up? I don't know.
With Kevin Spacey, Sam Mendes. Not an action movie. Yeah.
Wait,
that
is Sam Mendes? That's 99 with Kevin Spacey.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh man, I wish I gave more hints. You might just blank on this.
Yeah. You
All
got me
right.
to take it.
Give
I mean,
up.
Mikey,
I
you
know
got
that's
any-
pretty
you
good.
got
That's
any-
pretty. That's pretty good, guys.
We did a pretty deal. We did
That's
Yeah,
pretty
we did
good.
all right.
for time's sake.
1999 was American Beauty, starring Kevin Spacey and I can't remember his wife who plays his wife. It was good.
That's
That was
right.
98.
1998, Shakespeare in Love.
Oh.
That's a nobody. Yeah.
I'm not
Good
getting
job though,
this.
guys. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
That was pretty good. You can pat yourselves on the back. You guys did pretty good. Right? It's a little harder than you think when you start losing track of some of them.
when you're trying to get the years, I
Yeah.
wouldn't have gotten.
But good job. I'll
any-
find a more like fun quiz for next time. But that was I thought that was a good start. I knew that the 80s and 70s was going to be too much. That was like
Yeah, you got me.
like this shit.
Chariots
Yeah,
of
like-
Fire.
Kramer versus Kramer. You got me.
Yeah, Alien vs Predator, Alien vs Kramer. Well, yeah, good job. All right.
That was
Hey,
good.
that's some. Is that Noah? That's not Noah Baumbach, but that is Meryl Streep, right? Kramer versus Kramer.
Yeah, it is Meryl. I believe it's Meryl Streep, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Meryl Streep and Dustin Hoffman, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Them's the
Alright.
Kramer.
They be the Kramers.
They do.
All right.
All
So,
right, so
what
what
do
are we
we
feeling?
want to do now?
We're an hour 20 in. Do we want to talk about the noms? Or,
I feel like we have to, right?
Just to see what we have.
All right. So which we start with?
or is that like
I would say go to the official Oscars website. They
Yeah,
go in
scroll
order,
down.
starting with actor.
Is it the 97th?
Yes.
I looked up Oscar nominees and it literally said it doesn't have.
Just put 25.
I know. I just literally. Oh, there. I got it now. I got actor in a leading role to start. Is that correct? Is that what we want
Yes.
to go with?
Yeah.
In alphabetical order, it should go Brody.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I don't really have a leg to stand on this one where I'm like I don't have anyone off the top of my head who feel like got really snubbed. Haven't seen The Brutalist. You know what's crazy? I haven't seen any of the movies for best acting. Like I haven't seen any of these yet. So I'm gonna let you guys talk about these.
Okay.
All right. I've seen them all. I think I was most excited to see Sebastian Stan here. So I thought he did a really good job. I didn't think he was going to get nominated at all. So I really like this category, honestly. I think they killed it.
I keep
Yeah.
hearing how great Sebastian Stan has been in this and what was it a different man? Or I heard he was great in that.
I didn't like that as much. But
When he was
that's
good
just
as
me.
Trump. You said he was good as Trump though.
Mm-hmm.
All right, word.
Yeah. I've seen 4 of the 5. I haven't seen Sebastian Stan, but I echo Micah's sentiment with I'd be okay with any of the 4 I've seen winning. I was moved by all 4 of their performances. Obviously, I'm pulling for Timmy. I wouldn't be, like, compared to previous years, I wouldn't be upset if one of these guys pulled out a win, like if Ralph or Rafe pulled it out or Coleman. And I'm excited to watch The Apprentice here.
Yeah, they could say any name. I'd be like, yay, deserve.
Yeah.
You know.
Absolutely.
What
Supporting?
about should we go to actor supporting? Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Yuri Borisov. Always. Again, I I think I'm just a little bit like a lot of these nominees are from those like Sing Sing is one and Conclave are two that I'm like, I need to see those movies. But a lot of these are kind of, some of these are fringe. And I only say fringe in terms of like they're not the ones for Best Picture, like The Apprentice, A Real Pain. You know what I mean? Like, so I didn't see some of these. Did anyone see A Real
I've
Pain?
seen them all. Kieran Culkin, good, like really good, but he's definitely
The
the
main
lead.
actor.
So
He's the lead. Wait, why did he get nominated?
category fraud, but that's all right. The other actor, I thought he did more with less. Kind of left the movie thinking about him more, in my opinion. But again, I'm happy to see Jeremy Strong here. But I think Culkin's just gonna win. He's
Yeah.
really funny and heartbreaking. Just kind of doing his thing.
I haven't
yeah,
seen,
Eric,
as
you
I
have an
said, The
opinion?
Apprentice or, sorry, I have the list here. I haven't seen The Apprentice or A Real Pain. I like Ed Norton. I don't think this should be his year. I don't know if he's ever won.
Yeah,
But the,
I feel like
the
he
snub,
must have.
if I had to sub someone in for Norton, considering I haven't seen A Real Pain or Jeremy or The Apprentice, would be Clarence Macklin from Sing Sing. I feel like he hasn't been getting enough love. And
Norton has 4 nominees and no wins.
there you go.
Sorry.
He could play the banjo in this movie, and I liked him in this movie. But out of the other 3, I would replace him with Clarence Macklin. I feel like he hasn't gotten enough love, and for what he did in Sing Sing, and he really moved.
Yeah.
We wanna move on
I need to
to
see Sing
actress?
Sing so bad. Yeah, let's go to the actresses. I've actually seen a few of these here, so it's
All right.
good. Yeah, bro. I feel like they're gonna do some. They do this all the time with musicals, and it's not that I didn't think Cynthia Erivo was great in Wicked. I just feel like they're gonna give it to her, and I don't think she should. I think it should be Mikey Madison. Personally, Demi Moore, I think would be great. I thought she was really, really fucking good in The Substance. I did not see Amelia Perez, and I haven't seen.
Well, now you don't, because she, defending Hitler on the timeline.
She probably shouldn't win.
Deuces, yeah.
Maybe we don't
well,
talk.
Micah,
She
did
won't
you
even
see
be in
how-
the room.
Did you see I'm Still Here? I mean, I guess that's the one that
Not
you have
yet.
to- Okay,
Yeah, I
so
need
we have
to.
no opinion on that. So out of the 3 that because obviously Carla's probably out. If you were saying between Mikey, Demi, and Cynthia, which would
I
you
want
say?
it for it to be more.
I'd be okay with that. I want Mikey to win because I thought she was so good and I liked it. But if Demi Moore, if she won that for that, I'd be like, good for you. I'm happy for that. I got no problems with it. Cynthia too. Like, what sucks is like I thought Cynthia was great, but I just kind of hate when they just give it up. Like we're not This isn't the fucking Tonys. You know what I mean? Or like I know
I
how
gotta
good of a singer. Yeah, go ahead.
Leaving the theater, I thought, the acting, I don't know if it was a screenplay, because I've seen her do better, but I didn't love it. But then she sings, and you're like, she can do
Well, that's
whatever
my
she
point.
wants.
Well, that's
Yeah.
my point. It's not that her or Ariana did like anything wrong with their like acting itself, but it's like it wasn't anything that
Is
spectacular.
it
But
the
they're
best of the year?
obviously like you hear Cynthia Erivo sing "Defying Gravity" and you're like, well, certainly that was the best performance here. It's like,
Yeah.
sure, but no. I think it should be Mike here to me. Let's be
Yeah.
honest.
And it's a
Yeah.
little messy this year, just with her getting nominated and all you got the theater fans, you got the Ariana fans. Everyone's locked in on Wicked.
Bro,
So,
if they give Ariana Grande best supporting,
I mean, we can just
Yeah,
roll
I think
with that. I
I
was
think
gonna
Wicked's
say,
gonna clean up at SAG.
sure, that's fine. Maybe I don't know.
That's most of the voting body.
I
for the
know.
Oscars.
I don't know. Fuck. Whatever. I guess I just get kind of annoyed when musicals clean up like that. Like Anne Hathaway, love that woman, but when she won for Les Mis, I got annoyed. I don't know why. It just pisses me off. She was in the movie for 15 minutes. By the way, snub Naomi Scott, leading actress. Bring her in. Awesome
Naomi Scott?
for
Smile
Smile
Too.
Too.
Oh, Smile Too.
She's so good, man. Telling you.
Hard Truths. Jean Baptiste. I've been hearing that like she's a snub.
For who?
Hard Truths.
I haven't seen. Okay.
no, I haven't seen
British
it.
movie.
All right.
All right.
Supporting. Like I was gonna say, this is another one where I always seen Ariana in this. So I don't think Amelia Perez. Would you guys someone who's seen it? Would you say Zoe Saldana would win this category? Yeah, maybe. Okay, good to know.
This is
Yeah,
like
I'll be watching
she's
it.
doing a lot of work. I think
Yeah.
she's good in it. They ask her to do a lot,
yeah.
because it is a musical. She is acting pretty full range of emotions, and then you got singing, dancing, rapping, and then now she's having to. I mean, her co-stars are putting her through absolute hell. So
I
don't
just,
know
need
what
to, I just
do.
need to
When-
watch this movie.
Yeah, I'm gonna be watching it for her performance, and I'd imagine because voting ended today, right, for the Oscars. Any of the voters that like Amelia Perez are gonna put their efforts towards Zoe. And,
I also
the leading actress.
We'll see.
want to say, Rez, like we were saying, like if we're gonna talk about stuff like right before it is, I will have seen everything that needs to be seen
Yeah,
before that.
we can
time.
do predictions.
Handed
That's
off.
the thing. We can
Yeah.
do predictions.
This is just
later
more an
on. This is
overall
just
like kind
initial
of like
reactions.
Pretty excited for Monica Barbaro.
Yeah, I am.
That's
I am
cool.
happy
Yeah.
for her. I think she
is
did a
that
great
that girl?
job.
Yeah.
She was in
from
Top Gun
Queen Unknown.
Maverick. That was her other
Oh,
big thing.
yeah.
But
Who knew she
out
could
of
sing like
that,
that?
she hasn't done much. She sounded great. It's good for her career. Ariana Grande, we've talked about that enough. Felicity Jones, it's good to see her back. Like,
Kind of a weird
it's a weird nomination.
Oppenheimer role.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
it feels a lot
hey,
like
jerk
Emily.
this guy off.
It feels a lot like Emily.
Is it? Is it like that?
Twice.
All right. Let's see it.
I'm paralyzed.
I can't see.
now.
I
Here's
can't
my-
find the
here's a
brutal.
hand job.
Dude, they haven't shown the Brutalist like anywhere. I haven't been able to see it like at all.
You should move here, Brian. I can't get away from it. It's in every year.
Yeah, I haven't seen it anywhere. All right. Do you guys want to go to animated?
I gotta say, Isabel Zarola,
Oh
Rosalie,
yeah, no,
you know,
good, bad.
film history personified. She's like 2 minutes, 4 lines.
No,
Yeah.
not
Should have
it.
been Margaret Qualley.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
I thought she was great.
All right.
My thing about
Animated
animated.
Oh,
Okay,
wait.
I
You can
know
go.
a lot of people are gonna get mad at me. They're gonna get mad at me for this. Disney can't win this year. I'm sorry, and
Oh,
I
no.
know a lot of people loved Inside Out too. Maybe it's just me. I did not. It did not resonate with me at all. Like some people were like, it was so good for you. I thought the first one was miles away. I think the Wild Robot. I've heard Flow. I think Wallace and
a lot about
Gromit should
Flow.
win. I think Wallace and Gromit could win just because it's Wallace and Gromit. Like the amount of effort that goes in that shit. I haven't
Yeah.
seen Flow or Memoir of a Snail, but I've heard those are great. Wild Robot is obviously my pick. But if Wallace and Gromit won, I'd be like, hell yeah, I fucking love Wallace and Gromit.
No, I don't have
Right.
much else to offer. 'cause
Feathers
I heard
McGraw.
Flow. I heard Flow is great, but I heard Wallace and Gromit.
Feathers
I want to
McGraw.
watch that. Like I actually really want.
Feathers, dude. Rewatching before I saw Avengers was Valve, rewatching The Wrong Trousers, the OG. The scene when fucking he brings out when he whips out his gat is still one of the funniest shits I've ever seen. Do you remember the original? He
I
goes.
I know
I'm
the
not
scene
hip.
you're talking
That
about,
he
yeah.
goes. It's so
That one
fun-
when they have the race on the train or whatever.
Yeah,
It's
so
just-
basically,
yeah,
like the penguin whose Feathers McGraw moves in, and he's basically in affairs, and Gromit ends up moving out because Wallace is in love with this guy. He basically finds out that this guy, the Feathers McGraw, is like doing all this crazy shenanigans, and he busts into break, like catch him in the act, right? Like the Feathers McGraw has Wallace in the fucking pants. He's about to go commit his crime. He opens the door and Gromit's sitting there with the bat, like like ready. He's like, "You're busted. It's over." And the penguin just whips out the gat, and Wallace and Gromit's just like,
Yeah.
It's so fucking funny.
It's like the double tap. He's like dunk.
Yeah.
dunk. I think
Yeah, he's like, whoa. It's so So
it's good.
um
All right, we're not doing the
yeah,
short, right?
no, we know
Yeah.
we already know what cinematography should win. 'Cause,
Let's
like,
talk
fucking
cinematography.
Greg Fraser.
Yeah, give it to Greg.
Give it to
I
Greg.
gave it to Greg. I mean, they
Yeah, like-
developed AI to. I shouldn't say the word AI, but they developed a program to tell where the sun would be in the sky, so they could figure out what time of day they need to get their specific shot for any given scene in the desert. Give it to him.
So awesome. Dude, didn't they delay the
That's
Batman 2? I think that means that I need Denis on the phone and being like, Greg,
We already
come back.
hired someone.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. Cut him. Bring Greg back.
You know
in.
what he did though, which I was like,
Yeah.
it's fine. He was the cinematographer for La La Land.
Yeah, I
He's gonna
know.
be the
It's
guy
gonna
for
be
Dune
probably
3. But
Sure.
I want Greg.
But it's-
I want Greg Fraser.
Greg. Speaking of that, though, moving into for directing, how the fuck do you not nominate Denis Villeneuve, or Luca for what more does he need to do for you
I
people?
don't
Happy.
I-
I'm
There's a
happy
crazy
he's
sneak
so
on this
wicked in here.
list.
What is it?
James Mangold is a
Yeah,
snake.
crazy
James-
sneak.
Wait, what the fuck?
I'm
I
a-
just saw that
I'm
on the
a
list.
huge and complete unknown fan. That's a sneak and a half.
Like when he did Ford vs Ferrari, I think that's a fair nom. Did he get a nom for that? I feel like he did.
No.
It got
I
nominated
think
for Best
so.
Picture, but that one I could see because you could tell they put a lot of effort. Eric, you and I watched it together. Like you could put a lot of
Yeah.
effort into like.
Yeah,
Shooting
these are two
the-
very different movies.
I know, but I
Right.
just don't see how that could be. Why would that be Best Director? Why is
I mean,
Luca
that should be
and-
Denis in there. I'm fine
Denis
with
is
Sean
one.
Baker. Low key,
I like-
I want Sean Baker to win this, but
I think Sean Baker's a good win there. Yeah, I'd be fine with Corley.
I mean,
I'm not even gonna take a stab at that last name. It's gonna come off hate.
Farjo.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay, that's
There you go.
Yeah.
better than I was gonna
But
say.
like Brady Corbet, or Brady Corbett, I guess he's
Yeah.
American. I don't know. I think he would be more of a lock if it wasn't for any of this AI stuff.
Yeah. And honestly, the cinematography for that too, like kind of just going back
Yeah.
to it, like I would have been okay with that more. Just,
Yeah, that brutalist AI stuff. Is that what you're talking
yeah, the AI. I mean, it is
Whoever
what it is.
leaked
But also,
that,
just using like
it's like,
VistaVision is a cheat code. That movie looks so good
about?
with VistaVision.
Wait.
yeah,
Well, I'm confused. Explain to my dumb brain. Why am I blanking on what VistaVision is?
it's film print.
Okay. Oh, cool.
But they use it
That's
in a way
nice.
that like enhanced in certain colors, and I think
Very cool.
it
All right.
looks spectacular.
It's a beautiful movie.
All right. That's cool.
But directing,
Um,
I mean, no, what's his name for Wicked? John Chu.
Oh, John M. Chu,
He shouldn't
Yeah,
have got it.
which he
I'm
won
glad
for
he's not on
critic.
there.
He won for
which is
Critics'
crazy.
Choice Award, which
Which is
is
crazy.
Yeah, that's weird.
wild.
So I should be worried. Wicked Best Picture.
I don't think it should be. Why is it on? I don't know if. Why is Wicked nominated for Best Original Score?
I don't know. They added
That doesn't make
more
any fucking
drums or
sense to
something?
me. Like the original song. But wait, I just don't understand how you can
What
say.
order are you in?
I'm sorry. I'm just skipping around a little bit. I'm just scrolling around. Sorry.
Yeah, we
I
did
just-
skip costumes, but like, do we want to
We
talk
care about-
costumes?
yeah, costume design.
I think that's
I
just
mean-
going to Wicked.
I mean, Wicked's fine. If they want to win costume design, I'm
Conclave.
not gonna really get that.
For the
you're like the
fits.
drip for the drip.
Nosferatu,
Sorry.
sure.
Yeah. You said we're
but
skipping documentaries though.
Wicked documentaries. Yeah, we can get
Just
those.
not hip enough.
Editing.
Shout out
Editing.
No Other Land.
Anora, The
Editing?
Brutalist, Conclave, Amelia Perez, and Wicked.
If Honora wins every award it's nominated for, I'm fine with that. That's
So
my.
the real
This is a-
winner,
Go ahead, Micah.
the real winner of this category wasn't nominated, and that's
Yeah.
Challengers.
Oh yeah,
Oh, challenge.
Without
that's
a
great-
doubt.
that's a great
Yeah.
point.
without a doubt.
Coming out of the movie, I would say with The Brutalist, it wasn't the performances or the direction. It was the editing and the screenplay for me that stood out the most. So before all this
Yeah.
AI stuff, I would have said I'm okay with The Brutalist winning, but I don't know now. So,
Yeah.
but challengers, yeah.
I think,
Where are we?
yeah.
I bet though. You think if they don't give Flo Best Animated, they throw it to Best International. So I'm kind of jumping around a little bit. I'm reading ahead. I just like wonder. I always wonder that.
I feel like it always goes to whatever one of those also snuck into Best Picture.
Listen, they want to. If they don't get, as long as they give Amelia Perez Best Picture and they want to give it Best International, I'm like, whatever. Like, fine, I'll live.
Oh, international. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's nice. I'm not going to go into the whole like, do we want to go into makeup and hairstyling?
The Substance.
That's a good one.
Ooh,
That,
there
that's
you
it.
go.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. That's actually a good point. Yeah, like, what am I talking about? Like that.
Yeah.
That feels like it should be a lights out. Maybe Nosferatu, but I'm gonna say the Substance.
Wicked, they did paint Cynthia Erivo green.
That's sure. Yeah, honestly, all three of those I'd be okay with.
Yeah.
That's fine. I just don't understand how you can put the original score for Wicked. It's a
And it's-
what?
Yeah, I don't
What?
know.
The
Because they
wild.
extended the songs. That
Yeah,
shouldn't
like
count.
it's all just like themes of the musical. That doesn't make any sense. You can also Dune 2 isn't valid because they're
No, they won a
interpolations.
Grammy.
They're interpolations of
Yeah,
the
they won
original.
a
These are
Grammy winner.
interpolations of an old. Yeah, that's so fucking stupid. The Wild Robot. There's my pick. I like
Mhm.
that score.
I gotta say the Brutalist.
Yeah,
Man.
that was a good score.
Hand job.
That song too.
But
Okay,
Micah,
now I gotta see this
Micah.
movie.
yeah, Micah, you give us your take on original song.
What's your take?
I think this is just a horrible slate.
Yeah, it is.
I think
man.
Wicked. Why didn't you write
Yeah.
anything for your two Grammy winners? I
That's
don't
actually a
know.
good point. Yeah, wait, yeah, because it
Um,
can't go in the original, right? Because it's technically adapted,
Nope.
right? Yeah,
Not until next year, and then there'll be only one of them can win. So that's
good
a
point.
weird move. Just write one for one this year and write one for the other one next year.
Yeah,
But it's gonna be El Mal, I think. That's like the big.
is that a big
That's
song?
Zoe Saldana's big scene.
Okay.
She like kind of raps it. She's doing a lot of movement.
I think it should be New Brain from Smile 2. Great track from Skyrocket. It actually does have some original songs in it, which is funny. You throw all this other crap in here. It's not that crazy of an idea.
I mean, how's Diane Warren getting nominated like every year? You know, like
but that was a
Miley
688.
my mom made me watch it. Not a very good Netflix movie.
Have we made
The
it to...
Sing Sing song,
Yeah.
not memorable, but I think at least it's like in the movie. Miley Cyrus wrote a song for the last Showgirl. Why
Didn't
not
get anything.
nominate her? There's like other better
Yeah.
songs. I don't know what this list is.
Yeah.
Terrible.
But Best Picture though, there's a few movies on here that I would be very okay with winning. Like I haven't seen Nickel Boys yet, but I imagine like I'm gonna really like it. I have a good feeling. But like The Substance is not going to win, but that'd be cool if it did.
Right.
Dune 2 is obviously like Dune fucking 2. Honora would be cool. I just like, for me, it's like I haven't seen Conclave. I know you guys said that, The Brutalist, blah blah. There's some ones that I'm like, once I see them, I can make a better opinion on them. But like my big thing is if I will shoot somebody if Wicked wins. I can't have Amelia Perez win, even though I haven't seen it. That's actually my two. That's literally my only two I have a problem with. And I haven't seen I'm Still Here, so I don't know. I'm gonna have to weigh in once I do my viewings. Come back. But I feel like Wicked winning is such a cop out.
I still need to watch 4 of these. So I'll reserve judgment, but I will speak to not worry, but obviously I would love if Dune won, but I don't think it's gonna happen. But the amount of things A Complete Unknown got nominated for,
crazy,
is including the director nod, is making me like a little, and just the timing of it coming out in Christmas is making me a little nervous with it being there.
I gotta say, Honora had such a big weekend.
Yeah.
I think it won like 3 Best Picture equivalents this weekend. So
Honora, Conclave, I'm a happy guy. I'll say it.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm gonna watch. Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna watch like movies like The Brutalist and Conclave and be like, oh, those are really great. I just feel like you said, Eric, I feel like a Complete Unknown's movie I would see, and I'd be like, that was good. It was a good movie, but like I don't think anyone's. It feels like one of those movies where it's like, oh, it's a biopic, so you nominate it. Why does it have Best Director nod? Why is it like, you know what I mean? It's weird.
Yeah, I was very surprised.
This is very Bohemian Rhapsody,
and I'm a fan of it. I was just surprised.
Oh, it's better than that.
I know it's better than that. Yeah, I know.
It
was on your list. Yeah.
But Conclave, Honora, that's where it stands with me. I don't mean to speed run a lot of these visual effects, sound, and production design, unless
production design I'm not going to speak in on because I'm not going to. Nosferatu would be great. Dune Part 2.
I gotta say, all those movies nominated did like a ton of work, and it looks good. Yeah,
I'm not going to go to
category. I think
sound. I feel like sound has got to be Dune Part 2. I don't know how how can we even? I don't know how you can not give that best sound design. Like that is visual effects. Kingdom.
There's
Dune.
Kingdom. There's Dune.
Better Man.
That's kind of why I said
Better Man. Better Man
might
looks
be strong here.
You got 2 different monkey mocaps going head to head.
Monkey mocaps.
It's not often we like, oh well, which monkey mocap movie you think's gonna win? Or why did you say like what wouldn't best? Well, that monkey mocap movie. Which one? The one
I didn't watch.
I don't know.
How did Wicked get best visual effects? That shit looked like ass.
Bizarre. Just goodwill. They just like
that. The opening CG sequence looks like a fucking PS4 cutscene. I don't know what that we're talking about.
It does.
It should be. It should probably be like Better Man could. I'd be fine with Romulus too. I don't care.
Yeah, it'd be cool.
The other 4 are kind of head and shoulders above Wicked.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
I just feel like adapted screenplay. I can't really weigh in. I feel like it's you gotta have to give it to something like Sing Sing or Nickel Boys, right? Or a Conclave. You think?
I want Sing Sing for this, really.
Sing Sing or Conclave or Nickel Boys.
Yeah, I need to see Nickel Boys.
Yeah, those are both.
But
really,
because
solid.
Sing Sing got snubbed for Best Picture, I would love if it won adapted screenplay here.
Yeah,
just to show out.
Especially that's where Clarence Macklin is nominated because it's their real story.
Exactly.
Okay.
I'll be going for that hard.
So it'd be a win for the prisoners.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Former person. Yeah,
I'd be very happy with that. And then let's round out our original.
I feel like this seems. You might disagree. I haven't seen September 5th, and
I completely forgot it was on here.
Honora, I know the original. The Substance is original. You might get like a Get Out kind of situation, which would be cool.
I think that's where they do.
Yeah,
like
where you nominate a horror movie, or like you wrote
where
this
you
thing.
You're like, hey, you're doing something interesting.
Yeah,
I feel like also like a.
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead, buddy. Sorry. No. I was gonna say Nora. Like I love that script, but I think it's more like Sean Baker showing how well he does real dialogue, not as much him being like, oh, my writing for this movie. Like, you know what I mean? Because a lot of what makes it great, and the Florida Project, is it just feels very like everything about the dialogue feels really natural. That the whole middle of that movie is them just driving around looking for what's his face, and but I don't think it's gonna win that. But no, I could see Mike. I'm kind of with you, where I could see them doing the like, listen, The Substance, we give you a lot of noms, kind of like Get Out. You're not going to win anything, but you will win. But you will win Best Original Screenplay.
We like what you're doing.
This is what they got. Kaluuya directing, Best Picture. They did a lot of stuff for Get Out, but it only won Best
I
original.
can see that. I do want to watch
Yeah.
Substance, and I feel like that'll be my takeaway. And that's
It was
I've
definitely
only
an
seen-
original screenplay.
Yeah, I'll say that
I
also
like-
just for The Brutalist. Like I came out of that movie just being like, who the hell thought of this? Like, how on earth did you put this on a page? So again, editing and writing for The Brutalist for me, and I feel like if the whole AI thing keeps impacting voters, maybe they'll look at The Brutalist here and be like, all right, like AI did not have any impact on this, so I'll vote for it.
Wasn't it about his accent or something? That one
Yeah, it
did?
was
Yeah.
syllable replacement, I think.
No.
And
No.
then some of the designs at the end of the movie.
It's tough.
were-
It's just tough to do. Like I understand like AI becoming more a part of it, but when it comes to like if we're talking about something that's supposed to be a creation,
I think what makes it worse is anytime you give Brady Corbett a mic, he's like, creatives this. He wrote this whole movie because him and his wife made Neon Demon, and it was so interfered with. He made a whole movie about an artist's vision and like the struggle of creating art. And that's like, this is born out of his frustration with making
Yeah.
a movie.
no.
So,
that's
he's
interesting.
give us director's final cut, creatives this, creatives that. And then he got absolutely sniped with that AI leak.
Like just feel like if it's like AI, it's like oh, we used it to like format our emails amongst staff. That's if you use ChatGPT to like structure your script schedule. I don't really give a shit. But if you use it to be like, oh, I know how to transition out of the scene. It's like, okay, all right. Or
I don't
use
think
an
it was in
actual.
the writing process.
No, I know. I just, you know what I mean. Like it was in the creation process still.
Yeah.
Holy shit, we've been talking for almost 2 hours. I kind of have to pee.
All right.
All right. This is a good place to end it.
Yeah.
Remember,
Yeah.
First Reformed, fellas?
What's that?
Yeah. That's the
That's the
movie,
movie
for next time.
week.
First of
Um,
yeah. I feel like Micah, once you get the recording, maybe we can we'll probably have to. There's probably gonna be a lot of chopping.
Yeah, I can do a
And-
lot of editing.
You know what I also know? It's like whenever I feel like sometimes it feels stiff, is that you feel when you see podcasts on TikTok, they cut.
Mhm.
Like it would literally be like my number 10 was this. They're like it's not just so it there's a lot of dead air. It just happens.
we'll find a way. But
Yeah.
Listen,
we'll
we
work
got
it
it. Let's give it. How about step one? We see if we actually got a recording of this.
yeah, that's
All right,
that-
I'm going to hit stop. We good?
Yeah,
Way
we're
to be fine.
good.
Thanks for watching.
Peace out.
Do that. Do it.